Chapter 4. The next day there was a knock at the door. Eugenia opened it and discovered a small round man. The man was wearing a green velvet suit and a green velvet hat. The hat resembled a moldy mushroom. "Yes?" said Eugenia. The man removed the velvet mushroom from his head and bowed deeply. "I am Gaston Latru." "Good for you," said Eugenia. "I have come about the accordion," said Gaston. He put the mushroom back on his head and smiled. The man had a large number of teeth, more teeth than the average person, it seemed. Eugenia felt it would be dangerous to trust such an excessively toothy person. But still, she had an accordion to sell. She couldn't afford to be overly particular. "I have here a card to prove my worth," said Gaston. He smiled at her. He took the hat off his head and put it back on again. He removed a stack of cards from somewhere deep in his velvet pants. "A card is not necessary," said Eugenia. Gaston thumbed through the cards. "But it will show you exactly who I am," he said. "Everything is very good. All is exactly as it should be." "I doubt that most sincerely," said Eugenia. Baby appeared. She said, "Oh, we have a visitor. Isn't that wonderful?" "Hello, beautiful lady," said Gaston to Baby. "I greet you with excessive amounts of joy." He took the hat off his head. He bowed deeply. The stack of cards fluttered to the ground. "For pity's sake," said Eugenia. "You should not worry," said Gaston. He smiled at her with his many teeth. He put his hat back on and bent to pick up the cards. "I will find the card for you. As I said previously, I do not need a card," said Eugenia. She could feel her face getting warm. "Ah, but I have located it," said Gaston. "Here it is, the card of my worth." He handed a card to Eugenia. "Magic tricks of every variety, parties large and small." She lowered the card. "I have absolutely no need for magic," she said, "and I am not throwing a party." Wrong card. Just wait a moment, please," said Gaston. He shuffled through the cards. Yes, I have found it. Please read it." Gaston reached past Eugenia and handed a card to Baby. Joyous exaltations, songs for every occasion, composed and sung for you by Gaston. Baby smiled. "Isn't that just wonderful? I do love a good song." "So sorry," said Gaston. "This is not the card I am searching for either." "No one needs a card," said Eugenia, and she stamped her foot. "Let us attend to the matter at hand. There is an accordion for sale. Do you wish to purchase it or not?" "Ah, please hold for only a minute," said Gaston. "I have located it. Here is the correct card. You will see." He handed another card to Eugenia. Accordion lessons. Gaston Latru can teach anyone to make beautiful sounds upon the world's most magnificent instrument. Eugenia lowered the card. She felt, as usual, extremely frustrated. Why was everyone so annoyingly obtuse? "I do not want accordion lessons," she said. She spoke so slowly. "I have an accordion for sale. I am selling an accordion. Do you wish to purchase it?" "Ho, ho, ho," said Gaston, as if Eugenia had just told him some very funny joke. At this point, Frank showed up. "Hello, Miss Lincoln," he said to Eugenia. "Hello, Miss Lincoln," he said to Baby. "I was thinking that I might study your encyclopedia some more today." "Young noble sir," said Gaston, "I greet you. I salute your pursuit of the knowledge." He took his mushroom off his head and he bowed. "Hello," said Frank. "I have arrived to teach the lady, the taller one, the grim one, how to play the accordion." "Really?" said Frank. "I beg your pardon," said Eugenia. "That is patently untrue. No one is going to teach me anything." "You will have a card, of course," said Gaston. "You must." "Thank you," said Frank. He took a card. Winged Journeys with Gaston. An inquiry into the migration of the butterflies. He looked up and smiled. "Wow," he said. "I've always wanted to know more about butterfly migration." "At your service," said Gaston. He raised his velvet hat and lowered it. "But first, we must turn our attention to the accordion." And then somehow the little man made his way through the door and into the Lincoln sisters' house. How exactly this was allowed to happen was a mystery to Eugenia. It was also extremely frustrating.